Flip-hand phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
The Elite 11. The Elite 11 is a quarterback competition where they have regionals every year throughout the United States, where many quarterbacks compete for an Elite 11 spot, and when the Elite 11 finals take place for a few days, you have some of the top quarterbacks there in the nation, all competing for that Elite 11 MVP spot. For this year's 2022 Elite 11 finals that feature the 2023 recruiting class quarterbacks, it's one that many people look forward to, as this quarterback class is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. Over a 3-day span, 20 of the nation's top quarterbacks would compete for not only a top 11 Elite 11 finalist spot, but the Elite 11 MVP, the top spot of them all. It is worth noting that 2 quarterbacks, both 5 stars in the 23 class, would not be able to attend this event, Arch Manning being one of them, as he did not attend any Elite 11 events before that, so he was not eligible to go, and the other being Nico Iamaleava, who was originally supposed to go, but he missed it due to an international volleyball tournament with his team. The Elite 11 finalists for this 2023 recruiting class for quarterbacks is Jackson Arnold, Pierce Clarkson, Avery Johnson, J.J. Cole, Kenny Minchi, Dante Moore, Malachi Nelson, Austin Novosad, Chris Parson, Malachi Singleton, Jackson Smolik, and Christopher Vizina, and that's in no particular order. The Elite 11 ranks their quarterbacks based off 50% of their junior film and 50% of how they actually did at the camp and physical traits that they possess. There was a lot of talented quarterbacks there this past week, and it was a very competitive event, up and down, as every quarterback there, to be honest, did very well, and all of them are going to improve their stocks. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of the quarterbacks in this group that I thought improved their stock some of the most. The first quarterback I feel like you have to mention as improving their stock, or what they may end up in the final recruiting rankings, is Oklahoma commit Jackson Arnold, who was the finals MVP for this 23 class. And according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, he's a 5-star, number 32 player in the nation, and the number 5 quarterback in this class. He is coming off a very strong junior campaign at Denton Guyer, as in 2021, he threw for 3,921 yards, 34 passing touchdowns compared to 5 interceptions, rushing for 659 yards, and 12 rushing touchdowns while leading his team to the state championship game. No matter what recruiting sites ranking from the Elite 11 this past week that you saw, 24/7s, On3s, or even Elite 11s their own, Jackson Arnold was consistently one of the top ranked quarterbacks there, and everyone was glamored by how much of a strong arm he had, the zip that he had on his ball, the accuracy, and how much of an athlete, the calmness and maturity they had about him. When reading in between the lines and reading all these reports, it really does seem like Jackson Arnold's about to get a bump in his recruiting rank. With this next quarterback, who I think his stock is rising, it is Baylor commit Austin Novosad, who ranks as a 4-star quarterback and the number 13 quarterback in the class according to 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, and he had a strong few days at the Elite 11 showcase, as he was number 6 in the 24/7 Sports final rankings, number 6 in On3's rankings, and he was an Elite 11 finalist. In his junior campaign at Dripping Springs, he threw for over 3,000 passing yards and had 40 touchdown passes compared to only 9 interceptions. Some of the praises that he got at the Elite 11 finalists is that he was one of the better quarterbacks in the first 2 days of the competition. He did slip a little bit in the 7-on-7 action during the last day, but he's seen as one of the more natural throwers in the class. He has a strong arm, he's very accurate, he has a good frame, one you can add more weight to, and even though he is currently committed to Baylor, Ohio State and Texas A&M are both pushing for him hard, so it's going to be interesting to see in these next few months if he remains loyal to Baylor. On to the next quarterback, it's Pitt commit Kenny Minchi, who ranks as a 4-star recruit on 24/7 Sports Composite rankings and the number 21 quarterback in the class. As a junior at Pope John Paul II High School, Kenny threw for 3,280 yards, had 32 touchdown passes to the air, 9 interceptions, and 3 rushing touchdowns. He was an Elite 11 finalist. On 24/7 Sports, he was the number 5 player, and on On3s, he was number 7. Minchi is seen as a quarterback with a good build. He has zip on his ball. He's mechanically strong, and he even won the Pro Day session in Wednesday's workout. With this next quarterback, it is Iowa State commit J.J. Cole. He ranks as the number 14 quarterback in the class and is a 4-star recruit. And when talking about the size of quarterbacks that were there and size of quarterbacks in the nation as well, he probably has some of the best physiques in the nation for the quarterback position, as he does sit in at 6'6", 230 pounds, which honestly, it doesn't get much better than that. In his junior campaign in 2021, he threw for 2,185 yards, 25 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions, and even had 1 rushing touchdown. He is an Elite 11 finalist, number 7 on 24/7 Sports rankings, and the On3 Elite 11 MVP. When talking about his performance at the Elite 11, J.J. Cole absolutely had a phenomenal week, as he had great deep ball accuracy. His arm talent is off the charts, and he's very good when doing touch passes and putting it in placement for deep ball shots. A thing that people want to see him improve on is mobility outside the pocket, but when talking about him as a passer, he's definitely one of the best in the nation. On to the next quarterback. It's kind of a feel-good story from this Elite 11 finalist, showing its quarterback currently committed to Tulane, Jackson Smolik. Now, before this event, he was actually unranked and a current Tulane commit. He is now ranked, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite rankings, as a 3-star and the number 44 quarterback in the class. Jackson was actually the last player to get into this Elite 11 finalist class, as originally he wasn't supposed to be there. He's a fill-in for Nico, but he definitely made the most of his opportunity as he became an Elite 11 finalist. He was the number 9 quarterback according to On3's ranking, and he just missed the cut for 24/7 Sports. He's a quarterback that did well during the Pro Day and was very good during the 7-on-7 session, and he was a quarterback that got better and better as each day and each rep went on, as he did tell 24/7 Sports that he was a little nervous going in, but the nerves eventually sat down, and he was one of the top quarterbacks at this event. Since he has been at the Elite 11, he has become a ranked player according to the composite, and he's officially picked up an offer from Cal. Next up, it is current Florida State commit, 4-star and number 16 quarterback in the class, Chris Parson. Chris Parson was an Elite 11 finalist and just missed On3's and 24/7 Sports Elite 11 rankings. Parson showed some flashes throughout the entire 3-day span of the Elite 11 finalists competition, as he did win the whole shot competition on Tuesday, and he was a quarterback that has an athletic frame. His arm is live, and he gets plenty of velocity behind all of his throws. He did have a rough second day, but he's someone that showed a lot of competitiveness and somebody that definitely made his name known. On to the final quarterback that I have in today's video. It is current uncommitted quarterback Avery Johnson. Johnson ranks as a 4-star and number 12 quarterback in the class, and he's expected to announce his commitment to Kansas State on July 5th. He has to be the top dual-threat quarterback in this entire class, as he can do it through the air and do it on the ground in big ways. In his junior campaign in 2021, he threw for 2,550 passing yards, 20 touchdowns through the air, compared to only 6 interceptions, but he also rushed for 1,080 yards and had a total of 22 rushing touchdowns. He is an Elite 11 finalist and ranked as the number 8 quarterback on both 24/7 Sports and On3's rankings. Johnson, going into this event, was not only seen as a top quarterback, but a top athlete heading into this event, as everyone knew on the ground he is truly a special talent. But people wanted to see how he was through the air, and Avery Johnson didn't disappoint with his passing abilities. He's definitely going to go up in rankings soon, and is a quarterback you need to keep your eye on in the future with all of his skill sets that he has in his bag. I do want to end this video off by saying something about 3 quarterbacks that all had great showings throughout the week. In Malachi Nelson, Dante Moore, and Christopher Vizina, they were quarterbacks that had good weeks with the Elite 11 finalists showing, but I do want to say I do not have him in my stock going up video for today, as Malachi Nelson, he's already the number 2 player. Dante Moore is the number 4 quarterback and number 12 player in the nation, and Vizina does have a claim that his ranking could go up, but I do not see his ranking in the quarterback position-wise changing at all. Well guys, if you made it this far in the video, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. B. Kelly out.